Wake up grateful every day, covered in favor, doused in grace. Only good vibes rolling through my way. Thankful that the Lord woke me up today. Got a loving family and solid friends. Ones that'll ride for me till the end.
Well, hello, and good afternoon, and welcome so much to 369 So Much More Than Travel. I am your hostess, always doing the mostest, and I am so excited today. I know it's been a long time, it seemed like, because I've been on the go. But guess what, though? I got a special treat for y'all. Let me calm down. Woosah. Let me calm down a little bit because my sis from another miss is back. And come on and bring her on in. But before I do that, make sure you click like and click share. I see that we are live on Facebook and Instagram and YouTube. So thank you so much for chiming in and welcome back to 369 So Much More Than Travel. Let me hurry up and bring my girl back in because it's been a long time since I seen you. Actually, it wasn't because I just was with you on Father's Day. But hey, sis, Sasha is back, y'all. She was doing a lot of moving and going on, but I'm gonna hush and let her tell y'all what's been up. But sis, what's been up?
A whole lot. As you can see, I have a new baby with me. Many people knew about it, but the last time I was on 369, I had just announced my pregnancy, and so a lot has changed since I had been on here. We actually, like you said, was moving last year, so we had a lot of stuff going on, a lot of things to put in place, and now we are finally here in Fayetteville, North Carolina. Now, Fayetteville isn't where we plan to be for the rest of our time, but North Carolina is definitely where we wanted to be. And so starting here is amazing because I'm 3 minutes away from you. So we get time.
I know, like right around the corner.
Yeah, right around the corner. So we get time to meet up and do things when we have the opportunity and the time to do so. But give me one
and
second.
I get to spend time with my godson. Hey sis, hey Trish. Thanks for chiming in today. Girl, it's been so much going on. You've been relocating. I still been traveling back and forth. But today we're gonna stay on topic and we're gonna talk about some things today. And today what we're talking about is we're gonna stop letting fear keep us broke. Okay. We're going to stop letting fear keep us broke. And to be all the way honest, I'm gonna be transparent as I'm always is. I didn't want to get on today. I wasn't feeling good. I was under the weather. I didn't feel like combing my hair as if I got to really comb my hair and stuff like that. And then I got the grandkids. My body is still recuperating from this 11-day trip that we just took. So, and then after the 11-day trip, we got right into that event, which I'm still kind of buzzing from that because that was our very first event. And I can be honest with you, I was scared. I know it don't seem, people like, scared of what? Sometimes I be scared of things. Sometimes I be scared, but sometimes you have to do it while you scared. So what you think about that?
I think that's amazing. There's a lot of things that I have actually done scared. One being moving, packing up my whole family and moving to North Carolina, with not really any set plan in play except for using our travel membership. So let's talk about it because a lot of us are letting fear keep us broke, tired, and stuck in cycles God had never intended for us to be in. So a lot of us, we want freedom, but we're scared. And scared to share, scared to post. We're always praying for an increase, but when that open door comes, what do? You
Won't walk
ignore
through
it.
it.
Right. So I want you to share a quick personal story or example of you saying yes while being scared, sis.
Oh wow, I've had so many, but as far as this business go, I was afraid when I first heard about it through the person I heard it through. I was hearing free and to be all the way honest, I've always been the type of person where rejection was like part of my forte. I was not, everybody was like, oh, this ain't gonna work, or you ain't gonna be able to do that. And I tended to listen to all of that stuff. Like one of the things, like you, when I moved to North Carolina, I didn't know nobody from a can of paint. My brother asked me to help, move down here, and it was a blizzard in Ohio when I moved. But then all I did was I asked them important questions, like how long is the drive, where I'm gonna be staying, where my kids gonna be staying, because I'm not leaving without my kids. And all he did was ask me to help. He didn't say move down. I said if I drive 13 hours to a whole nother state, I ain't coming back here. And I was like, I didn't care what was,
especially not with no blizzard. I don't blame you.
I wasn't going back. But I was afraid, and this is going to lead us into the first letter in fear, because I was afraid that I was going to fail and have to go back. But I knew no matter what, as Eddie Murphy say in A Nutty Professor, no matter what, you got to strut. I knew that it was no way in the world that I was going to move, especially after I got to North Carolina, seeing how beautiful of a place that it was. I said, oh no, I'm not going back to the smog, and you can smell fresh air down here. But I was afraid, and many times I did fail, but we fall down, but we get back up again, because I've been down in North Carolina 20 years with no support. And now I'm getting ready to embark on another adventure to move to Texas by the end of this year. Like, I've always wanted to go back to Texas, and now that I got my church family and everything like that, and everything is so digital, and I can go and do what I want when I want and work my business anywhere in the world, now I can relocate to somewhere else to conquer somewhere else. But it was that failure keeping me and believing that I couldn't do stuff. What took you so long to get to North Carolina?
What took me so long? It was the opportunity, the finances, really. And I mean, finances still aren't great, but they're better than what they used to be. But my fear story is I wanted more for my kids, and I knew what I was doing wasn't working.
Mm-hmm.
So my fear was starting something new, starting from scratch. I didn't want to go back to school because I was already making $30, $40 an hour on my as a massage therapist. So I didn't want to make anything less than what I was already making.
Right.
So the fear of starting something new and starting from the bottom was big for me. But I knew if I let that fear get in the way, I would risk what I really wanted. And that was more time with my kids, more money, more opportunity. And really being a massage therapist, my only opportunity was to make somebody feel better and go home and spend time with my children. I didn't really have the opportunity to do anything else.
Right.
So I'm trying to stay on task, but a little distracted, as you can see, because material all over. Since he
can't nobody fire you. Look, I know, because can't nobody fire us. And if you're just chiming in, I see we got some viewers watching on Instagram and on Facebook. So give us a shout out. Let us know where you chiming in from. But we are actually talking about how to stop letting fear keep us broke. And we was talking about failure, and now we're going on to E for ego. A lot of times we think that we know everything. And when stuff don't seem like it's the right thing to do, we got something to say about it, whether it be positive or negative. And like a lot of times I was told as I was growing up, like, I'm scared. I'm scared for you. You a risk taker. You ain't scared of nothing. And actually I be scared to death though. I see Stockton, California chiming in. That's my sis. And you know what, let me tell you. She really surprised me when I was in San Antonio. That's my business sister Trish, but her and my niece Keisha came and surprised me. And I remember seeing her create these money bouquets. And I was just saying, I would love one of them. And I just wanted to give her a shout out because look, I
So if you
got me a money bouquet.
need one, I'm not
So
sure
if you need one,
reach out to
look,
her.
yeah, reach out to Trisha Thomas, because I be seeing she is so creative. She made me. I got some incense holders. She makes all type of stuff. So make sure y'all give her a shout out and support her small businesses, because we do got to support one another. And oh my goodness, I'm having a flash. One of these days we're gonna have to talk about this thing because this is disrespectful. But yes, our ego. We love you too. We love you too, Trish. We love you too. But sometimes our ego will get in the way of things that and we'll be scared. It's nothing but fear. And what I've learned, the more I spend, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, and a lot of times when we feel that fear, we look at it as a stop sign, but fear isn't, meant to be a sign to stop. It's to show or to tell you that you're growing because you want more. And if it scares you, then that means that your goals are big enough. If you don't have goals that scare you, then you need to make them a little bit bigger, Go ahead, sis.
And you know what else I was thinking as my devotional said today, and it just ties into this. Even Jesus was fearful of some things. He was afraid to go to the cross. He actually begged his Father to take this cup from me, but he still went through what he had to go through for our salvation. And just to think, what if he didn't? What if, like, when I heard about this business, I was a little fearful. I even asked the man of God, was he a lying preacher? And because I was afraid, because I didn't want to be took. I couldn't take no more disappointment at the time, because I had just lost my son. I was investing money trying to make ends meet. I had grandchildren coming on the way. So, and I figured thinking all this time that I be doing stuff. I don't be doing nothing. God be doing all of it for me. So I had to literally take my ego out of the whole situation and trust God and said, look, if this is of you, you're going to make it work. And 5 years in, 82 vacations, a bunch of over $10,000 in residual income that came my way in this business. It's been amazing. So if I would have said no, if I would have not did it, or just, took the free trip or whatever, then I would not have met you. I wouldn't have met a lot of people that I'm connected to now, because a lot of people during the time of my son's passing had walked away, but God replaced people that I needed in my life. And that's been my daily prayer lately. Just, Lord, send the people that's supposed to be connected to me. But in order for me to receive those people, I got to have the right attitude. And that's the next letter in fear. A equals attitude. What does attitude mean to you?
Attitude. Whew. A lot of times, sometimes people say I got a bad attitude.
What? Not you, Sasha.
Right. So attitude means a lot. But a lot of times your attitude is based on things that you're going through, outside circumstances. So you got to remember to not let your attitude be dictated by what's going on around you. I'm not sure if I spoke on it earlier, but I know a lot of people tend to have a bad attitude because things aren't going their way or working out the way they want. And so they feel stuck. And then they get to talking negative to themselves. Oh, I'm lazy. I'm not doing enough. I'm unqualified.
I'm not consistent. I'm procrastinating.
You're not lazy. You're just stuck in survival mode. And survival mode is hard. Period. It's hard. A lot of us don't
especially when you've been doing the same thing for so long, you're really afraid to jump out there and do something different. And then them inner demons that you be, because we are our worst critic.
Yes.
It really don't be people. It be really, well, I'm talking about me. It be really me. Because ain't nobody said nothing, but I'm recanting things from my past that was said to me and believing. Like if I would have stayed believing and had the same attitude, feeling sorry for myself that I did back in the past, I wouldn't have wrote these books. I wouldn't have took
Girl.
these trips, because if I would have listened to everybody else, don't go over there. You don't know what's going over there. Well, you don't either.
Right.
You just know what the news tell you. And I trust and believe that our CEO and founder will not have us in harm's way. So I'll just be taking these trips.
He just be going out on faith. But like they
Yes,
say,
Lord.
faith without works is just
Is
like
dead.
packing a suitcase for a trip that you don't plan to book. So how you gonna
That's
pack a
good.
suitcase for a trip that you're not going on?
Thinking
Um,
eventually, one of these days, that's be the thing. One of these days, someday, maybe tomorrow, maybe next time, and then next time never comes. What happens when next time never comes?
ooh, then you still stuck
Then
where
stuck
you
like
was.
Chuck.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, we have to take responsibility. The R in fear is going to be the responsibility. We need to be accountable and responsible for who? Ourself first. And then once we get ourselves together, we have to lock arms with our fellow brother and sister and bring them along if they so choose to want to get out, unstuck out of the rut.
So yes, I say yes, scared. Figure it out along the way. Just say
Take
yes,
some risks.
take some risk. Yeah.
You only live once.
Right. Look, Felicia
What
just
Felice
said
say?
fear is a fantasy.
That's
It's
that's
false
true.
evidence appearing real.
Or as Tammy Conrad would say, and said it when we was in New Orleans, forget everything and run.
That's not what she said. That is
I'm
not what
look,
she said.
we keeping it clean on 369, so much border travel, because we do not want to get put out or put in Facebook jail, because sometimes we do, because we got some haters. What sis say? Some people like being stuck, which is crazy. Girl, you be
Look,
surprised. I have a listen. I have an associate that every time I come home from a trip, they asking for something. Or but I've invited them to this presentation so many times, and they don't want to get on the presentation, don't want to look at the information, but they steady, 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 steady. Some of everything: dog food, sugar, vanilla, all types of stuff. So I had told them, I said, no, I can no longer help you A, B, C, D, E, F, G. But what I can do is give you the same tools that I'm using to change my situation. And she was talking about some, well, I don't want to do that. I said, well, you don't want to keep spending my money, do you? Because I'm not going to keep giving it to you. I could do so much more with, I could take another trip. I can help somebody else and then I'll never get it back. Like, how you borrow dog food? I don't want that back after it's done. You know what I'm saying? So we got to be smarter. We have to put our ego aside. We have to love one another. We have to stop letting fear keep us broke. We got to stop letting failure get the best of us. We got to kick our egos out of the door. We got to change and switch up our attitude, because self improvement starts with self. And at the end of the day, we got to take responsibility and repercussions for our own actions. And if we want better, we just have to do better. Say you, Sasha, what you think?
sorry, trying to get Macarius situated because he's trying to steal my
Macarius is about to,
microphone.
yeah,
He's
he
trying
want
to
to talk
steal
too.
everything.
He the
He
future of
said,
Travoria.
I am clocking in. It is my turn. So I say, I kind of missed what you just said, so sorry. But I say, if you tired of sitting in fear and you want to live the life that you truly dream of, this is your nudge. This right here is your nudge. Stop letting fear keep you broke. Yes, we don't have our millions yet, but we're on our way because we have a duplicatable system, and an amazing opportunity that'll allow you to do just that. So you
Yes.
want to come see what we're talking about in this opportunity tonight for Wealthy Winning Wednesday. The Zoom ID is down below at with the time 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific for our West Coast people. So just DM somebody, myself, Tanya, or anyone who shared this on their wall. Let them know you
Yes.
want to be in attendance because you're tired of living broke and you're tired of letting fear keep you broke. And we'll get you all the information to join us tonight. Back over to you, sis.
You know what? I really love the fact that you pushed me to get on this thing today. So we're going to do this again. We're going to start being more consistent because we got real life things happening, but we cannot keep allowing life to keep life in us and us not doing what we're supposed to do. So I want to take this time to personally apologize to all of our viewing audience for not being consistent in what it is that we do because we know you're nosy. We know you want to know, and we know you watching because we see it all the time, but we want to get you to the same place, if not further ahead. But iron sharpens iron, and we have to stop letting fear keep us broke. Thank you so much for chiming in to 369 So Much More Than Travel. I am so happy that my sis from another miss has come back. She is here. Let's check the comments before we leave. We love you, Trish. We just love you, girl.
Love
Yes,
you,
fear
girl.
is a dream crusher.
Absolutely.
Yes, we love you so much, and we will see you guys tonight. Once again, we have our Wealthy Winning Wednesday tonight. That is the Zoom ID. Contact the person. I see you, Ronte. I see Felice chiming in. Thanks for chiming in. But we're gonna see you tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 Central, 5 Pacific. And listen, get this information, make an informed decision, get your questions answered. Because I mean, what else can you do unless you're gonna keep doing the same thing over and over and over again?
And I mean, life's gonna continue to happen, so why not make the best out of it?
Why not have some cushion for the pushing? Okay, get some cushion for the pushing because life is gonna push you, but it's only pushing you, and the tests and trials that you go through is only to make you better for yourself and your future generation. So we're going to see you next time on 369 So Much More Than Travel. I am Tanya Evans with my hostess, my sister from another miss, Sasha Roberts, and we will see you tonight or at the beaches, the banks. Let's try to get us to both. Have a good day, everybody.
Good night.